Charlie Sheppard was the guy who started, thought of and developed Bristol. He was a wonderful man. He got his own boat building business, Bristol Boats, and his first boat, he took the deck off of Shakespeare and he welded some hooks in either side, glassed them in, he put a rope across and he wound the ropes up so he pulled the thing in. That was his first Bristol. He told me that himself. And then, bless his heart, he gave me a boat if I would run it. And I said no, because I'd got bluefins, wooden boats, you know. And anyway I said yeah, okay. And I ran this glass boat. And we'd gone then from 2 seats to single seaters, but it's still 50 merc.
Yes.
And then he started importing Carnegie engines. So he said, would you like to try one? So I said, yeah, fine. So I tried it, and I knew it was quicker than a 50 merc. You know, you didn't have to
There's
see.
more there. Yeah.
Oh, yes. I mean...
And that would be an RPM? That it would just...
No, it was only a 2-cylinder job.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a thumper. But my God, did that ever, you know, chunk the power. You know, you could feel the thing. Instead of the smooth 4, it was
right.
You know, like a bloody sledgehammer behind you. So I thought, right, I've got to try these. Well, yeah, I had a season, 1966, where Charlie said, race this boat. I said, look, I can't. I said, the wife's expecting our youngest child. And he says, if you win, I'll buy you a pram. So I said, okay, you're on. So I took it up there and they did 2 races. There was a 1.5 hour race called the Boat Builders Trials.
Yes.
And I raced, I put 45 Carnegie on it and finished up, and I came second in that. Overall, it was all index of performance, you see.
Based on your horsepower and size.
That's right, yeah. Second time, I put the Carnegie, the 50 on it, man, I walked it. I won it, I won the index, I won everything, the overall, and
big day.
Charlie bought us, he said, any pram you want. He was so pleased that
because
A, he was the importer of the engine.
He was the importer of the engine.
And B, he built the boat that did it. So he sold a lot of boats, and he said, thank you very much, Jackie. So I said, I want the Silver Cross Marmot pram. Yeah. I said, buy it. He says, tell me how much it costs and I'll send you a cheque. So I think it was 45 quid or something like that, which in those days was like a month's wages.
For boat racing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was good, was Charlie, and yeah, he was as good as his word and he paid for it. But he helped a lot of people. He helped John Hill,
yep, in
particular. He gave him boats, I know he did. And nobody has ever said, oh, Charlie Sheppard gave me this boat. But I'll stand and say, Charlie gave us the boat. He didn't charge me a penny for it. He gave me an engine and he helped me enormously in my boating career, did Charlie Sheppard.
Boat racing is funny that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
That people are even when you look at Scream and Fly now, the affection for the sport, and I do think that you were there in the golden years.
Oh, without a doubt.
Where
yeah,
performance went up every year and
yep,
and competitive, and it became big time. I don't know if today there is even
room for it to go and get any bigger.
If there is any big time boat racing anymore.
Well, you see what's happened. You've got phenomenal costs in things now.
Travel costs, fuel costs, motor costs, boat costs, people costs.
Well, I mean, a boat was 180 quid when I first started, you know, and when I left it, you were paying 3,500 for a tunnel boat.
Yes.
A tunnel boat, I'm told now, is 20,000. Yeah, so I don't know if it's gone up from that.
A Seabold, which is probably one of the only boats you can really buy, and then you've got to get power, and then you've got to get to the race.
Well, and I mean, an engine subsidises 20 grand now, isn't it?
And what's the prize money?
1 importance and a packet of crisps.
Yes. So it had its day where you know it could have been, and you look at NASCAR and Formula One and other forms of racing that have survived,
Yeah, but you don't have to look very far to see why it didn't. I mean, first you got the wars. If they'd have got together instead of fighting each other, that would have gone a long way towards doing it.
Even it out and, and have everybody run, and then head to head have a larger field.
Right, and then because it's split, you'd got split people who promoted the race.
Right.
They were
bias.
That's right, and you cannot have a divided house if you want to do something. I mean, Bernie Eccleston got the world together and said, right, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it. And if you didn't agree, right, you don't come with us, then off you go.
Yeah, off you go.
And they came creeping back again.
They had to.
Yeah, because there's no other show in town.
Right.
Now, that never happened in boat racing.
And that's very unfortunate. And you would have seen the beginnings of that divide.
Yeah, because then, with the resources that Mercury and OMC had got,
and they even went further.
Yeah, then you could have brought the Japanese on board, you see, with
and have a Yamahas,
and Suzuki's, Hondas. They would have all come into it, and it would have grown. Gradual progression.
Yes.
Each time, try a formula, see if it works. But no, they had
because it was always the biggest show in town. If you for a sea festival, you're down by the waterfront. A sunny day, pretty girls.
It doesn't get any bigger than Havasu on a good day. Oh.